The National Minimum Wage Tripartite Committee has submitted its report to President Bola Tinubu. Minister of Information revealed this to Newsmen at State House, Abuja on Tuesday after a meeting of the Federal Executive Council. Discussions on the new minimum wage were, however, stepped down, which, according to the minister, would enable the president to consult widely before taking a final decision that would be forwarded to the National Assembly. Kehinde Amodu reports.
The debate on the new minimum wage is yet to reach a conclusion, and just when it seemed the conclusion would be reached, another set of consultations are set to begin. This time around, the president will be directly involved in the consultations.
On the new national minimum wage, Mr. President is going to consult further so that he can have an informed position. Because the new national minimum wage, like I said, is not just an issue of the federal government. It affects the state governments, it affects the local governments, it also affects the organized private sector. And that is why it is called national minimum wage. It's not just an affair of the federal government.
But all that is being done is to ensure the process is all-encompassing. But is this not a contradiction, seeing that the old minimum wage expired on the 31st of March? The minister thinks not, as he explains that the federal government will continue to pay wage awards until the new minimum wage is agreed upon and passed.
Organized private sector and the government representatives reached an agreement which they forwarded to Mr. President. Of course, you know that the organized labor had an objection to that, but consistent with the way it should be done, the Tripartite Committee has submitted its report first to Mr. President, and then there was a memo to discuss that at the Federal Executive Council meeting.
Developments on the new minimum wage were announced on the day Minister of Finance announced that the federal government was considering the issuance of a dollar-denominated bond in the second quarter of 2024 to attract foreign exchange liquidity and stabilize the naira. The International Monetary Fund has raised concerns that the domestic dollar bond issuance could exacerbate pressures on the naira and increase the costs associated with naira securities. But the finance minister explains that there is already competition from several Nigerians within and outside the country willing to invest for better interest yielding.
The path to growth of the economy based on stabilizing inflation is projected to come down, and we can expect it to come down. A good harvest will help with that. Growth will help with that. The exchange rate is stabilizing, and with more reserves coming in, it will can be expected to appreciate. That will bring down interest rates, or give a chance for interest rates to now come down, for the monetary authorities to ease off tightening as a way of squeezing out inflation. And that's the path to growth. And the Honorable Minister of Works, I'm sure he will take you through some of the core.
The Debt Management Office is presently working on appointing advisors and determining the offer size, tenure, and pricing modality for the bonds issuance, with the target investors being local residents and the Nigerian diaspora. From State House, Abuja, Kehinde Amodu, Trust TV News.